not your favorite cryptocurrency. Right here is a US dollar. You can clearly see this. The US dollar has been sharply falling, which is why you see things like Bitcoin going up. Bitcoin is seen as an asset class, and digital currencies are used to protect against inflation, which is the whole point. Additionally, you can now see that institutional demand is really starting to form. In contrast, the DXY has been dropping very quickly over the past 8 to 9 months. Comment below and tell me what you think. It's not a meme coin though. No, this is actually the DXY. However, those who own XRP are welcome back to the Coins Alert program. I really appreciate all the love you show every day. The crypto markets had another down day on Monday, as we can see by looking at the whole market. You may have noticed that I talked about Bitcoin and some of the numbers we need to keep an eye on when I talk about timeframes and daily updates on XRP. Therefore, nothing here really surprises us. Bitcoin did fall below that key level that we've been talking about. As of right now, the price of XRP is 2.92, which is down about 1% in USD, but up about 1% in Bitcoin. It is worth 170. Consider that for a while. I want to remind everyone to stay away from leverage trading platforms because, believe it or not, I still think that in a month's time, we'll be looking back at these numbers and people who were hurt and had their positions liquidated will wish they hadn't leverage traded. We've seen a lot of these kinds of situations in the past where major liquidations happened and then the market pretty much bounced back up. And once more, I want you guys to remember this. Take a look at this though. Rich man Tim Draper says that other currencies will show up as flashes in the pan. In general though, I think there is a big shift toward Bitcoin. This means that Bitcoin will become more and more popular over time, unlike other cryptocurrencies. And I agree with that in a way. Now that Bitcoin is losing ground, I think there will be a change toward alternative cryptocurrencies. This is because Bitcoin has been growing much faster than alternative cryptocurrencies for about 2 years now. Of course, not every currency, but most of them. These funds are moving into ETH and other altcoins, but they won't stay there forever. That's going to flow back into Bitcoin. I want you to remember that. And a few coins, that have that, institutional demand, have that major use case. Maybe some incentives that are going to be introduced might be the ones that are, going up with the pace of Bitcoin. But, this is quite something important we need to kind of keep in mind, but Morgan Stanley has revised its outlook, predicting a 25 BPS Fed rate cut in both September and December. So meaning 5 BPS in total, which is equivalent to about 0.5%. And that would be quite something. And I think that would make quarter four, a very bullish, quarter for the crypto space, which we've been projecting. It's not that we are not projecting that, but again, let me know what your thoughts are. But remember, SBI Japan announces RLUSD distribution will officially begin March 31st, 2026, which is quarter one of 2026. The commitment to regulatory clarity sets RLUSD apart from other stablecoins and provides the security that institutional partners demand. We are sure that this partnership will not only make stablecoins more useful in Japan, but it will also set a new standard for the whole market. SBI isn't messing around. Huge changes are happening. Also, this is a big shift that you can see for yourself. Gemini, they let you know today that the credit card they hinted at not long ago has now been released. That's the Gemini credit card XRP version. In addition, we will talk about what this really means. You do need to apply for this credit card if you live in the US and want it. Make sure you check out Gemini's official X account to find the link you need to apply. Keep in mind that there are a lot of fake accounts out there, so this is the real Gemini account. It's at Gemini, so check everything 3 times before hitting any links. But take a look at this. Meet the Gemini credit card XRP edition. Pay with dollars, earn extra reward points on your purchases. And I know a lot of people will say, great, there's nothing crazy going on here. However, do you know what the really cool thing is? If you have believed in XRP for a long time, it doesn't matter. If you don't believe in it for a long time, it doesn't matter. You won't really be affected by it. When you're ready to commit and you use your credit card a lot, guess what? With this credit card, you can earn points that are worth XRP. Actually, we're not making this up. This really is the case. One thing you can do is earn XRP for the things you buy. So here's how it works. 4% of XRP was spent on gas and rideshare, 3% XRP for eating out, 2% XRP for food, and 1% XRP for everything else, like getting a haircut or shopping online, and so on. Do you know what? If you use your credit card a lot, and I would never tell you to max it out and not pay it off, that's my advice. That is the exact opposite of what you should do. Others who make a good living use their credit card only to earn points because they want to use the points and then pay off their card at the end of the month. That's the right way to do it. That would change a lot of things if you did it. That will be added to by people in the US who like XRP and plan to keep it for the next 5 to 10 years. And do you know what? It's not going to be like you get paid in dollars every time for these points. Furthermore, we showed you an example of how the DXY is actually falling like crazy. However, XRP's beauty is that I'm not saying that it will stay solid. It may go down in a bear market, but the points you earn here will add up over time if XRP does go where people think it will. What a big deal this is for the XRP family in the US. I know a lot of people on my feed who are from the US. Greetings to you all. Well, this is obviously very important to us. Still, let's keep looking at what's going on. Do you own XRP? Have you seen this? China's top supply chain fintech is now run by the XRP platform. Billions of dollars in trade finance are moving through XRPL tokenized bills, instant settlements, and use in the real world. The last piece of the global banking infrastructure is being built, XRP.